Greetings to each and every one of you. Welcome to the June edition of From the President's Desk. As of today, we have only 2 chapter conventions remaining. The Texas chapter will hold their convention this weekend, and the Connecticut chapter will have theirs right before the start of the National Convention at Mohegan Sun Resort. Speaking of the National Convention, there is still time to register for the convention. As of today, we have just over 1,030 people registered. Thank you in advance to those that will be attending the convention, and we look forward to providing you with an excellent experience this year. The folks from the Connecticut and surrounding chapters have been working hard to make sure that as much as possible, everything will come off without a hitch. So if you have not registered and want to do so, I would encourage you to send in the form as soon as possible so that we can make sure that you are able to sit with your chapter at the meals that are being provided. We have worked with the staff from the Mohegan Sun to make sure that whenever possible, all of the convention events are in one central location, so the meeting and breakout rooms will be as easy as possible to get to, and when you need to, they will be easy to find. We will have the opportunity to hear from the Postmaster General, Megan Brennan, and the Postal Service's Chief Operating Officer, David Williams, during the convention. In addition, your National Executive Board will have the chance to welcome Doug Tolino, the Vice President for Labor Relations, to our meeting prior to the start of the convention. We will once again have a chance to discuss important topics with him and to bring issues that we need to bring forward to him to the Postal Service at that time. Thank you to all of those chapters that have welcomed Karen and me to your conventions. It has been a fun and exciting time to get out to the chapters and to meet the people that are able to attend. Thank you to the retired members that have attended the conventions as well. It is so refreshing to see the retired members who are still passionate about the organization and to want to make sure that we prosper now and in the future. By everyone working together, we can and will move forward into the future. Thank you again to all of you. This week I had the opportunity to meet with some of the executives at Postal Service headquarters regarding the 10-year business plan that has been requested by Congress. While the plan is still in its developmental stages, the framework is there, and while the main components are being vetted and worked out, some things may need to be adjusted as we go along, simply because of the ever-changing business environment that the Postal Service is operating in these days. So for now, that is pretty much as I can say. When more information can be released, I will be sure to share that with you. One of our greatest hopes, of course, is that we will have the comprehensive postal reform legislation that we need for our long-term viability introduced sooner rather than later. Once we have a bill brought to the committee and then to the floor of the House of Representatives, we will be coming to you for assistance in educating the members of Congress on what the bill means to the long-term future of the Postal Service. I would ask that you stay tuned, and when the time comes, help us to reach out to all members of the House. If we are able to get the excellent bipartisan support that we had in the last Congress, this would go a long way toward getting the measure moving forward and finally passed and on to the Senate. The grassroots efforts that we can put forth are very meaningful to congressional members when they are considering what legislation they want to support. We need to remind them that the Postal Service touches an ever-growing customer base on a daily basis and that we are vital to the economy of this country. So keep checking our UPMA website, and we will do our best to have the latest information available up on the site as soon as possible. So whenever a bill is introduced, we will make sure you are aware of it. A question has been raised about an issue that was discussed during pay consultations last year, and that had to do with the possible revision of the components of the PS Form 150. So far, we have not made any progress on this issue. However, I will make sure that I continue to talk with headquarters about when we can have some meaningful discussions on revisions to this program. The current form has not been updated in many years and does need to be looked at and updated to the Postal Service of today. We need to make sure that we are getting credit for the workload we have today and to address all of the changes that have happened since the last time there was a discussion on this issue. Again, I will try to keep you informed as we make progress and as changes are made. Thank you for taking the time to watch this month's video, and I look forward to speaking with you again next month. Thank you very much.